The House also passed a bill that would give shareholders of banks a non-binding vote on how much Wall Street executives are allowed to earn. The vote comes just as 9 of the nation's biggest banks reported losses of $82 billion, while paying bonuses totaling $33 billion to employees. Banks that took taxpayer bailout money. Here's Bianca Golodriga.
2008 was an awful year for the nation's biggest banks, but that didn't stop a bonus bonanza. The 9 banks that received the most help from the massive taxpayer bailout gave 5,000 employees bonuses of at least $1 million each. 6 banks paid out more in bonuses than took in profits. New York Attorney General Andrew Cuomo, who exposed the payouts in his report, calls it an example of Wall Street's heads I win, tails you lose mentality.
To say that the taxpayer is going to pay the bill and the bank executive is going to walk away with $1 million bonus when it was a terrible year for the bank, that doesn't make sense to me.
Even Citigroup, now 1/3 owned by the U.S. taxpayer, gave 738 of its employees bonuses of $1 million. Not bad for a bank that reported an $18 billion loss. Supporters of the bonuses say the blame lies with a small group of traders who took on too much risk, but that things would have been much worse if not for the best traders who were handsomely rewarded. But Cuomo's report questions that argument.
Attorney General Cuomo found that even people working in unprofitable units of these firms were also highly compensated.
Not mentioned in the report was that top executives at all of the 9 big banks gave up their bonuses. But for Congress, that wasn't nearly enough.
The bill is passed without objection to motion.
Today, the House voted to ban incentives for risky trades and to give shareholders more say on compensation.
The soundest course is the one that is the central thrust of the legislation, which is give the shareholders the power. That's what the market is supposed to be about. The owners of the company control the company.
Some experts I spoke with today question just how much impact Congress's efforts will have on what's known to be a deeply rooted industry pay culture. Many banks have already responded to bonus backlash by simply shifting the bulk of compensation from annual bonuses to base salaries for fear of losing top talent to rival firms.